Hi guys.
Hello.
So before we go in, you guys are gonna get to see something really cool. Okay? Something really cool that hasn't exactly gone public yet. So before the talk show starts, I need chat to collectively agree, right? To collectively agree that on the day that our darling Lolo here debuts, that you will, one, all be there, all right? That's the contract. You gotta go there. And two, you gotta act like you've never seen this before. Prom? Promise? Chat, do you promise?
Hi, Angel.
If you don't promise, then, sorry, I guess we just can't stream today. I guess we just gotta cancel stream, man. That's crazy, Lolo. I guess we're canceling stream.
Well,
Guess we're just
I
gonna
had a
have to
nice
go home.
time. Thank you for having me.
Alright. Okay. I think
Angel.
they've learned the lesson. Hi, guys. Alright, we ready? Where's my
Hi,
talk show?
Angel.
There it is. Whoop-ha! Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for kicking us off with a hype train to start the day off. I really appreciate the support, guys. I don't appreciate having the music loudly blare in my ears when Lolo's trying to explain something technical to me. And then suddenly it's just hype train music and I'm like, what? I leave chat for 5 seconds and this is what you do to me, but hey, here we go. But big love to our first guest ever, my very good friend, Lolotus.
Wow.
Lotus, why don't you introduce yourself to the cuties in chat?
I, oh God, I
You got
hate
this. You got this.
introductions.
That's step one of all collabs. You gotta do it.
Hi, I'm Lotus. I'm your Schmeekrit Dungeon Boss. I play Souls games and horror games, and we watch a lot of ghost videos and true crimes on Sundays.
And she's awesome, and you should go follow her. She's debuting. What day's your debut, BB?
July 14th at 4 p.m. EST.
And you guys are all gonna be there, right? Right? You're all gonna be there, right? There we go. Yeah. You better be. You better be. I'm gonna quickly relaunch the mix it up thing because it doesn't seem to be working. But yeah, so Lolo's gonna be my first guest here today, guys. We love Lolo. She the bestie. We're gonna keep today pretty chill. We're just gonna kind of talk about stream stuff. We do have a form for questions. If you guys didn't know about the questionnaire form, it's !Q. If you guys have questions for Lolo or for me or for both of us, whatever, put it there. We're gonna be doing questions in the last like 45-30 minutes. But I guess kind of to kick us off, let me quickly hide my display capture while I do this. I have a Lolo VOD playing in the background. A little Lolo over here. Look at that little snoot. Poke the
Little
snoot.
tiny Lolo.
Little tiny Lolo.
Can you believe she dies tomorrow?
Are you never gonna use it again? Is she dead
No,
forever?
of course I am gonna use it, but
I mean,
she'll be dead for a while though. I gotta put my use in myself first.
man, I feel like we've been waiting on this debut for forever. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I've been working on this debut for forever. Jesus Christ.
You excited?
I'm nervous and excited. I have a lot of cool stuff. I've been working my ass off. I've been falling asleep by like 7 a.m. every day. I'm like, oh my God, I can finally stop working. Time to go to bed, wake up, and do it again tomorrow.
But then you have to do the stream work. So does it really? Are you
Happy
really
7 months.
free?
No.
I like how your VOD decided to hit me with a Gatorade ad. That's great.
Yay!
Gatorade! I do like Gatorade, actually. I really like Gatorade. I'm not a Powerade person,
actually,
but I
that's
do
true.
like Gatorade. Favorite flavor?
It's my choice of like electrolyte drink, whatever the fuck.
Hey.
You
What's
know?
your favorite flavor?
Blue.
Blue? The light blue or the blue blue?
Or white.
I don't really... The white cherry?
I don't know.
The white
I just
one.
know the colors.
the white one. Okay, copy that.
It's the white drink and the blue drink. Those
I'll
are my
just pick
favorites.
up all the different blue Gatorades and all the different white Gatorades when we hang out, and I'll be like, just which one? Just drink all of them. Which one? I need to know. But okay, yeah, I guess we should start the ball rolling about something other than Gatorade. So, you wanna just tell us kind of like
Verizon 5G network. Sorry, I got distracted by it.
Shh, it's not there. What's my talking? Oh, you're back. Okay. Why don't you tell us kind of like, you know, what got you into being a streamer? How did it all start? Just kind of spitball your story. Tell us about who the Lolo
Well, it started when I was 13.
13-year-old Lolo.
I think I always wanted to make content. I have like a old video that like we uncovered of 13-year-old me making like a let's play introduction of me playing Terraria.
Aww.
And so I think I always wanted to stream, but I was always moving around.
Yeah.
So I never could get a PC to stream because I always hop from place to place. And then when I thought I was finally ready to settle down, I got a PC and I instantly started streaming as soon as I got it. Literally,
you just knew. You were like, this is the future.
I got the PC in January. I set up everything up. I started my first test streams in February.
Wow.
So you got it like end of January. It started up in February. I literally instantly started streaming, and I started with I started with a live 2D thingy. I didn't know what VTubing was though. I just
crazy.
saw that like I drew something. I saw that like I knew about live 2D, but not from VTubing because I had an artist friend who knew about live 2D.
Yeah.
And then so I got a really shitty live 2D for like a week, and then I went to Vroid, and I didn't know what VTubing was, and then I went on Twitter, and I was like, "What the fuck?
What? This is a thing?
They have
everywhere.
a culture, like they have a whole thing.
There's a meta way to do this."
Yeah, I know, right?
I feel you. I feel like I kind of started backwards in that sense too. Like I had a model, but I didn't know VTubing was a thing. And
yeah,
then
right. And then you find out there's a whole
came out
thing.
the same month, and then I was like, oh wait, this is a thing, because
I found Candy first. That was actually my first person I found.
Really?
So yeah, and then from there I was like, wait, this is an entire thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, and now it's such like a normal. I mean, there's still a lot of stigma against VTubers, but it's such a well-known subject. Like, I was literally talking with my cousin, and he was like, oh yeah, VTuber this, and I was like, what? Like, what word just came out of your mouth at the family dinner? And yes, really.
Oh my god, my brother knows of VTubers. So my brother's a VTuber enjoyer just like me. I didn't know he knew about VTubers until he found out I was a VTuber.
The question, had he seen your content before knowing it was you?
No. He knew it was me from the start.
Got it.
Because I tried streaming like once IRL streaming art and stuff back on Twitch in the heydays of Twitch. I don't know, I think it was like 2018 or something.
Oh man.
And with like a laptop and a webcam, and then I came on and they were like, show your tits, and then I was like, okay, and then I'm not streaming again.
Oh. Oh god.
It was classic heyday Twitch where a female was on screen and they were like,
women,
oh my god.
Women, oh my god.
Women, show your
boobies.
tits.
They really haven't changed that much in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I know. Now I gladly show them, you know? But then now it stares back. When you stare at the booba, it stares back, so.
Good. It makes them question themselves when you do it. The eye of truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm really glad that like you were able to do it. It sounds like you were really determined to it and you just really folled through, and that's pretty awesome.
I think I always wanted to make content. I don't know.
Well, you do a great job. So.
Oh, it was thank you.
Yeah. From the beginning, you were always one of my favorite streamers to watch. You're fun. You're just really all around fun.
Hooray.
Chat, if you guys haven't seen any of Lolo's streams,
kindness.
she's great. Well, you're gonna have to deal with it because I love complimenting my friends. So, you know, it's stuck. It's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, Lolo is great. Beepers knows what's up. Beepers is a Lolo enjoyer. Good job.
Hooray.
What do the kids call it these days? Based? Did I use the term right?
Oh my god, yeah, I'm based. That's true.
Yeah, Lolo
I'm
based.
Absolutely based.
Is based a good
My
thing?
cat might call me cringe, but I know I'm based.
Is cringe a good thing or a bad thing? Follow-up question.
It
I can't tell anymore these days.
On if you own it.
What is cringe? Is it just being like
it's like
weird?
a reaction.
Is that just a word for weird?
No. It's almost like you'll notice when you're cringing. When you're cringing, you'll see something, and
Uh-huh.
you'll feel like not grossed out, but almost like, ugh.
Oh, so the
like,
way I feel
ugh.
when there's guys at sports bars wearing cheese hats and screaming.
Yeah,
That feeling.
that's cringe to you. Exactly, that's
Okay.
cringe.
So,
But I was born cringe, and I was molded by, because of like the kids who like hiss and bark in like high school and stuff. You know, I was always a really cringe kid. I did Homestuck stuff, and like, all I did is play video games
I
in
feel
the corner.
like cringe is perspective based though. Like a lot of people wouldn't find the sports stuff cringy, but I do.
Yeah. I mean, you can have perspective cringe, that's for sure.
So
That's
like
an
you're not
ick at
cringe
that
to
point.
me, but that's probably because I'm cringe to other people. I hate it. There's a science now. Is cringe a science?
Yes, there's a cringe science.
Do we know anyone with a master's in cringe that we could speak to on this
Me.
subject? You have a master's in cringe? Damn, what school did you go to?
Actually, I'll have you know. I'm pretty well versed on this subject.
Are you now?
Master of cringe.
Is there any cure, doctor?
No, it's fatal.
Damn. Fucked,
Just
I
like
guess.
ligma.
Oh no! I'll add it to my list of
Actually-
problems. Actually, you do that really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love the glasses toggle too. That was super cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned that you really like a lot of the Souls games, and I know that when I asked you about what your favorite game was, you said Elden Ring,
Really,
right?
my entire life is Souls games.
Okay, all right. What was your first Souls game? When did you play it?
Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
I played it last year.
Okay, so you played Dark Souls 3 and like something unlocked in you and went, this is who I am now.
Yep.
Yeah?
And I changed my entire life to it.
Are you willing to acknowledge whether or not your new design maybe have influenced a bit?
I'm literally a Souls boss.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Yes. So I'm absolutely Souls related.
Okay.
My entire lore is Souls inspired. My
Yeah?
design is Souls inspired. Everything is Souls inspired.
It's really cool knowing that it was actually so recent of a thing. I assumed when you talked about, when you were telling me that you were gonna do the model, right? And you had mentioned before that it was Souls related. I was under the impression that this was like something you had fallen in love with a long time ago. That it wasn't
No,
a more
it
recent
was-
development.
So monsters is something I've been falling in love with for like forever. So my
Uh-huh.
plan was to be a monster girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I fell in love with Souls, and I'm like, well, Souls have monsters. Why not make myself a Souls themed monster girl? Because I'm obsessed with the aesthetic. And like,
Right.
to be honest, I've technically been obsessed with the aesthetic forever because Twilight Princess has a pretty similar gothic type
Yeah,
of aesthetic.
it's a much darker feel out of all the games.
Yeah, and it's very much reminds me of stuff like Souls-like. So I've been obsessed with this aesthetic forever,
Dark
but I didn't
fantasy.
know there was more games like Twilight Princess. They don't play the same, but they have the same
Vibe.
feelings and vibe and aesthetic,
Yeah.
So
That's cool. That's really cool. Oh my god, Lich. That's up to Lolo if she wants to confirm or deny, okay? Alright?
confirm or deny what?
Do
She's
you
a monster.
do-
No, it's
I-
true.
Alright, well, she confirmed.
It's true. I even at Offkai, I don't
Yeah?
even think I was allowed to say that word, but I let it out twice. I was like, yeah, I'm a monster fucker.
Is it bad etiquette to say? I mean, we say the word fucker all the time, like out of sexual context. So I feel like it'd be
I
normal
don't think,
to say.
but it was like, I don't know, because we were allowed to swear,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't know the limits of my vulgar amount.
The vulgarity, yeah.
And it's just so normal for me to say. Like, it's just so much of like I don't know, my brand, my identity or whatever, that like
I
I just
feel
said
that.
it, and then I thought about it afterwards, and I had Kuma, who was in the same streaming room with me, look at me, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oops. Yeah,
Oops.
it's not quite the same, but I do feel like I cuss way too much, and I've been trying to dial it
Oh,
back, but
me
it's so
too. And I don't
hard.
realize it until I'm like with other people,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh shit.
They give you that look, and you're like, oh, fuck, and then you cuss because you're feeling under pressure.
Yeah,
I was trying to
exactly.
keep myself curbed around my family a bit, and like they were cussing here and then, but it wasn't like
Oh my god. When
You
my
know.
family see any of my clips, they're like, are you allowed to say that on the internet? And I'm like, Mom.
Are you allowed to say that on the internet? Bro, the internet's so bad.
She's like, that's not good to say. And I'm like, Mom. I'm like this, okay?
People on the
I'm
internet
sorry.
are volatile. Like I feel like in the grand scheme
I'm
of,
very
of
crude.
streamers, I'm not
I
even
can't
as
help
crude
it.
as others. But IRL, I'm extremely crude in comparison to other people.
Yeah,
And it's
I don't
like,
know. Right, exactly.
where's the middle
I don't
ground?
know. I'm just not bothered. Like, I'm not.
Oh my
I don't
God,
think
tacos.
swear words or anything. Intel Core. I'm sorry. The tacos. Sorry, I got distracted.
I did too. I saw the tacos on your VOD playing, and I was like, tacos.
And I don't know. I just don't. I don't really care for swear words. I don't think they have like no meaning to me. Like they have no impact, no meaning. They're almost just like filler words that we use when I'm like.
They've just become part of daily language.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't have a lot of meaning either. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the whole concept of how much power does a word have outside of what you give it, right? Like a word
I
only
don't
becomes
think people
super
should
powerful
care about
because
swearing so
you give
much.
it. Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's like. Sure, they might not be pretty words, but I guess like who fucking cares?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I don't like when it's used with the intent to be as vulgar as possible.
Oh, I
But
mean,
a
yeah,
lot of the times,
that's different.
Like people like you and me, it's just like
Just
you're right. It's
filler
like
words.
saying
It's
and.
just like
or-
everything. Yeah, exactly.
It just kind of keeps the sentence going. It's almost like a personality trope in our cases.
Yeah.
Because it's not intent to be bad. It's just fuck, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh man, but I do want to tone it down just a. I don't want to be family friendly, but I'd like if when I fall in Jump King, I don't get through 12 obscenities before I take a breath. That'd be great.
You can't relate.
No, did you ever try any of the rage games, the rage jump games?
Of course. I mean, souls are technically kind of rage.
Oh, they're rage games, but in a whole different sense.
Yeah. It's more about. I don't know. Patience.
Patience.
Willpower.
Okay.
Because
do you face
you're gonna
wall
be
a lot
stuck
of
at wall
bosses?
bosses, and you're gonna be stuck there for like 4 hours.
Okay.
And some people are like, I don't want to spend 4 hours. Or a lot of people are like, oh, even after I've beat the boss at 4 hours, like I don't feel fulfilled. I'm not the same. I'm stubborn as shit. I'm gonna sit there the entire time. You better shut the fuck up, and we're gaming out here. And then, and then after we beat it, it's the best feeling ever.
It's like that feeling of overcoming a really hard obstacle, but in a game,
Yeah,
so it's not at the
exactly.
cost of anything like IRL.
I feel like I've done good. Like I feel like I've become a better gamer. You know?
I'm terrified of Dark Souls and the entire series games. To be completely honest, I tried Dark Souls 3, and I got to chat. Do you remember the boss? What it was called? It's the first they said it was one of the first really severe skill checks. It's the one that has 2 different enemies.
Abyss walkers.
Abyss Watchers. I got to them.
That was my wall boss as well, because it was my first Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I mean, my first Souls game.
Yeah.
That was my wall boss as well. I took like 4 hours. I was so angry. God, I was so angry.
I got super salty. I think I may have gone around 4 hours and I couldn't get past phase 2. And chat was like, you're super underleveled and you missed a bunch of stuff. So I went to turn around to go do it, but at that stage, I was so salty I couldn't bring myself to go back, and I haven't touched it ever since.
Yeah.
But I think
Oh
part
no,
of the other
I punched
issue
my
is
way
like,
through. I don't care how underleveled I am. I'm pushing my way.
okay, so strat-wise, chat was very, very, very particular on like, oh, this is how you play Souls games.
No,
do you follow what chat
no.
says, or you just
So
you do
I
what
have,
you want to do?
I do what I want to do, but I do have a tip for new players, and it's my favorite. It's called the Unga Bunga style. Okay, you have a lot of armor, a big sword, and you build strength and health, and it's so much more forgiving because you're so thick and you hit so hard that sure you might get hit, but you can get hit a couple of times if you're not used to like rolling and dodging whatever, before it's over for you. Right? So it's called the Unga Bunga, and it's my favorite, and so that's my usual.
If chat ever bullies me into trying it again, I'll consider it Unga Bunga.
Everyone who does like meta better whatever the fuck or like shames anyone, cringe. That's cringe behavior. That's shaming people for trying out a game or whatever is cringe.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, for real. But I feel like that's a lot of people on Twitch. I mean, it sucks, but I feel like a lot of people on Twitch do that. They just kind of jump in and go, why are you doing it this way?
Yeah, Souls community is very like that has a ton of backseaters, but usually because they're very excited about someone else playing the game. But like you just have to ignore them, and you have to get your mods to be like, shut the fuck up. I usually have a sticker on my forehead that says, "Don't tell me what to do."
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I get super salty when enough people tell me I'm bad at something, which makes rage games very bad of a mix for me. But it's weird because when I'm not streaming, I feel like I'm a lot more stubborn and I can play a lot more rage-inducing stuff, but the second I'm live, it's like my personality shifts, and it's so much harder for me.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, so Dark Souls 3 was your first, right?
3.
3 was your first. Favorite Souls game, worst Souls game?
Dark Souls 2 is the worst Souls game.
Okay. Which one's the absolute best?
Okay, so this one's controversial.
Okay.
Everyone and their mothers will say Bloodborne. If I played Bloodborne before I played Elden Ring, I would have agreed. But I played Elden Ring before Bloodborne, and Elden Ring's my baby. So.
All right. Elden Ring is very beautiful. I did pick that up and give it a shot. I could never get past the first boss. I couldn't do it. But it was beautiful. I mean, it was very nice to look at. It was very nice to look at.
I love Elden Ring to death. That is. You know when you play one of those games and then like, you know that it's like almost like a core memory. It's like one of those games and it's like, this had such an impact on me. That was me with like Twilight Princess and BioShock, right? But then Elden Ring was one of those games. I just was playing it and I was so upset to finish it the first time.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so bittersweet. I love it so much. I don't want it to end. Everything was depressing. I was about to cry. It was, but it was really good. Like crying, like it's a good sign
good of a game,
because that means it was, you know.
That's the way a game should be though. Like, I don't know. I feel like games at the end of the day, they're just interactive stories. When you finish a good book, right? A good book leaves you feeling
bittersweet, you know, because like you had such a good run going through it that you're like, oh, I don't want it to end.
100%. That's definitely how a good game should make you feel. I haven't had that with very many new games. I don't know. I just feel like nothing's really hit me lately.
Certain ones, but the issue is that they're like all horror and like indie ones, but like I've had a couple.
Horror games, what kind of horror games do you like? Like what appeals to you in a horror game?
All horror games, but there's a fuck ton of shitty ones. I literally was talking about this with a couple people and I swear I gotta make a list. I've played so many horror games. On my Steam thingy, it says I've played 143 games last year. So, I swear I've played like all horror games at this point. And so I'm going to make a list straight up being like, these are horror games people need to play that they probably don't know about.
All right.
Like Happy Humble Burger Farms, a banger of a game. Blood Wash and Murder House are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's just a ton of but it's kind of buggy right now, but Night of a Consumer was a really good one. It's only in demo, stuff like that. Like there's a lot of ones that people don't know about, but they're bangers. They're like hidden gems.
I'm very interested in checking out this list when you sit down and make it.
Oh no, I want to make one so bad because I want so many people to experience the game too because I had such a good time. So I'm like, oh my god, you need to play this. And I've played so many. I've played so many games, and I've also played so many shitty ones that like. I had a time in October where I played a horror game like every day, and I had such a bad experience playing so many indie games that we had to have like a 5-day marathon just to make it up. Like I was like, oh my god, this month sucked. Every day sucked.
I'm so sorry.
You need to have a better day. I was so mad.
Indie horror games are like a genre that kind of everyone dips their fingers in, which of course means there's some really good gems.
Yeah.
But there's also a sea of crap mixed in.
Oh, so many. There's so many just like, I don't know. They're just so bad. they just suck.
How do they get onto the Steam store? Kind of. What?
Yeah, and this is why I never trust Steam reviews ever again. They're all like, "Oh, this was great." I'm like, "You lie. You lie."
10 out of
You
10.
lie.
10 out of 10. Those people know the people who made it. Or there was like, hey, get a gift card for doing it, like with the Amazon reviews. I can't trust Amazon
Suck.
reviews anymore.
No.
So many of them are just, hey, get a $20 Amazon gift
I will
card
only do it if
you
it's
do
like
this.
thousands, you know? Because
Yeah.
like if it's like thousands, there's no way they're gonna get thousands upon thousands of people who faked.
Have you played Fear and Hunger?
I think. Let me see. I don't know names all too well.
I've been planning on checking it out because Tane was telling me about it, right?
No,
And then
but
Tane
I'm not.
just started playing it, and she's been playing it for like days straight, and she just made an announcement saying that she loves the game so much she's going to be playing it all month. And that's not typical Tane behavior, so I'm very hopeful for the game now.
Oh, it does look good.
Right?
I like the characters.
Yeah, the little bit I saw from when I peeked in made it look really dark, and I like stuff that is dangerously dark.
Yeah, me too. That's my favorite, like anime style too. It's just dark fantasy. Anything fucked up is my favorite.
I like when it's psychological too. Like, if it,
Yeah.
I don't care for something if it's just action and scary, and it's not really like psychological horror. Like, if there's nothing that makes me go, oh fuck, then it's not gonna really hit me.
Yeah.
I recently started doing the new Amnesia game because I enjoyed the first ones.
Yeah.
The
I
third
don't like
one
the
was
new
a little
ones.
questionable, but you know, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. So we
I didn't
tried
really
Bunker.
enjoy the new ones because
Bunker's
I don't really
trash.
like their new. Which one?
Bunker, the one that just came out.
Oh, I haven't played that one.
It's literally just hide from the monster. The game. It's
Yeah, see, that's my issue. I didn't really like the new Amnesia ones because the puzzles were kind of a pain in the ass.
I like me puzzles, but yeah, the
Yeah,
puzzles are a
but
little
the
strange
puzzles
on
I
these
played
ones.
were like a bit weird. There was a one I played where you're like in a desert.
That would
whatever.
be that's Rebirth, right? That's the third one.
I hated that one.
Yeah, that one was the only one that ever got me to actually scream in shock because I don't get jumped very easily. And the one area they were really smart with how they placed the jump scares, but I still don't rank a game off of jump scares. Like, just because it got me
No,
to scream
yeah, it's
doesn't mean the game
overall
itself was good.
playing, you know.
The
so.
story didn't really leave a mark on me. It didn't. I don't even remember the story that well. I just remember the fact that they were able to jump out of me, and you know, memory was a part of the game because it's an Amnesia title, and something about babies. Like, that's kind of all I can remember from it, which is not a good sign. Horror games are supposed to like really sit on you. One of the horror games that left a huge impression on me as a kid was the first Corpse Party. That really set the tone for me. And I was like, oh, this is what I like. This is what I'm in for. My very first time playing Minecraft was literally younger me trying to recreate the entire school in creative. It was my first time playing Minecraft. I was like, Heavenly Host, remake it, let's go.
I think mine was like, do you remember those Flash games on the browser that was like house and you click through them and they would like jump scare you?
Yes.
I was like, that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Well, yeah, definitely. You never expected it, you know?
Yeah,
got really good with
exactly.
how to
Even
hide
though
it,
like
too.
now I replayed it recently, I'm like, dude, that was so obvious, like when it's gonna happen. But like, you know,
As a kid, you don't-
I'm a
technology
horror
was
game.
different then.
Yeah, and now I'm a horror game, you know, pro or whatever. And you know that I think it was a manga that like you'd scroll down and then it would
You're
would
talking
appear
about
in
the
front of
Korean
you.
one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when
Yeah.
you see her walking down like the
That
street
gave like
and then she
everyone
runs.
nightmares. Yeah.
Ah, but that was so cool though.
Right?
Like that was such like I never saw things like that before, like on the internet. Like that shit was cool as fuck.
Absolutely. Because, you know,
And Amnesia was probably one of my first too.
well,
and FNAF.
the first Amnesia was really good. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I like FNAF. I don't care what anyone says.
I
really
love
like
FNAF. Are you kidding me? I'm a huge fan of FNAF. I
Hell
like
yeah.
FNAF lore. I like FNAF games.
Have you been looking at the stuff for the movie coming out?
Yeah, it looks goofy, but I
It
mean,
looks
I'm still
goofy,
gonna
but
watch
I've
it.
been, there's a cosplayer that they actually brought on to help with the costuming, and this is someone that became
Oh.
very well renowned as the FNAF guy for the costumes he makes. They're extremely complex. And so the second
Yeah,
I
but
saw
the
that they
issue
brought
with
him in, I was like, oh, okay, you know, maybe I want to see it just from a costuming perspective.
Yeah, but they made him look scary. They made him look goofy.
Yeah. I
They
think
look
the thing
little,
that I'm a
they
little
look a
worried
little bit
about,
like plushes.
yeah, if you watch the trailer, it looks like they're kind of actually trying to cover all the games in one go, and I think that's my biggest concern.
No, that's a huge that's a huge no
Yeah.
because there is so much.
There's
Once you're actually
so
in the
much
FNAF lore, there's
stuff.
so much.
It's gonna be very convoluted. And I guess my other fear is I love horror games, but
Yeah.
I'm not really a horror movie person.
There's a couple horror movies that are pretty good, but a lot of them it's a hit or miss usually. Like a lot of them can be just meh.
Yeah.
Like even like I don't know. I even watched Hereditary, and I know Hereditary had a lot of raving reviews, and I found it pretty mid.
Lackluster?
There were some shocking scenes, but like in general, the movie story, I don't know, to me at least, was
Yeah.
pretty mid.
The story is the thing that I struggle with a lot of horror movies. Is it feels like they forego a dark, sinister plot in order to just
Yeah.
have more deaths
They
and
really-
gore and jump scares.
I don't know. They really don't make you connect with the character at all.
Yeah.
And so like when something happens to them, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
All right. Well,
you
they're
know,
dead.
all right, goodbye. You know what was a pretty good horror movie?
Hmm.
The Babadook.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you should watch it.
I will.
Everyone kept calling me the
you,
old lady in the Babadook. I'm offended.
If you say it's good, then I trust you, because
They
clearly
kept being
you
like,
think,
look,
like,
it's
the things I
Lolo, and I'm
like.
like, what the fuck?
So should I take a selfie with them and be like, hey, look, Lolo, I found you. Is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly. The old neighbor lady. That's apparently who they think I am.
It's
So
Lolo. Does she play Dark Souls 2?
no, fuck Dark Souls 2.
I meant Dark Souls 2 as in does she also play Dark Souls, but that's great. I'll take that as a bonus.
Does she also play Dark Souls? Maybe.
Maybe.
She looks like a cool old lady.
Oh man. But yeah, no, so one of the horror movies I enjoyed that wasn't like a horror movie that a lot of people I knew liked was As Above, So Below. It was an older one. But
I know that one.
I liked that one because the story at least felt like it mattered, right? Like, even though it definitely had things I didn't care for, the story did kind of stay consistent from A to Z, and it had a solid point. It didn't feel like things were just happening randomly just to be like, ooh, spooky, which
Yeah.
was bonus points, because I feel like most of the horror movies I see nowadays, I like how your VOD is in jail. Why are you in
Yeah,
jail,
they're
Lolo?
in the Cumgen. Don't mind that.
I have questions, Lolo.
A
What's the
Cumgen is a
Cumgen?
place that you go
Uh-huh.
when you get kicked out of the dungeon. You can come back after a while.
Uh-huh.
They come back a little changed.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
It's also a place in Bloodborne. It's a really good place in Bloodborne.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my favorite place in Bloodborne, actually.
Yeah?
It's been very useful.
The
I've gone there
Cumgen.
quite a bit.
Yeah?
The Cumgen. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the Cumgen. I'm fully serious.
All right, let's get a shout out
It's
for
one
Lolo.
of my favorite places in
Everyone,
Bloodborne.
shout out for Lolo. Sent to the jar when they misbehave. Oh,
That's
I see.
true. And then they scream from inside the jar. They're like, let me out.
Let me out.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. Muffled within the jar.
Oh, man. Nah, you're wild. I love you, though. I love you, though.
That's the funniest part is I have people wonder sometimes if I'm a character. And then
No.
I'm like, no,
This is
I'm
just
just
Lolo.
normally this extra. And like my entire life, they're like, Lolo, why? You're just really extra. I'm like, I don't know.
Lolo, are you telling me that you're not actually a dungeon boss? And that this
No,
is all just
I
a
am.
facade?
That's the whole point is that I'm saying I'm truly myself at all times. What the fuck?
No, that's why we get along so well, though. As much as I love acting, I've never really put on a character for stream. I don't know if it's just a matter of, like, I'm too lazy, or I don't know how to describe it. Like, I mean, I guess if I was, like, hired with a company and I was given a character and whatnot, that would be different. But here, I'm
Yeah,
just me.
I would do mostly myself, but then within like the things that they told me to be. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But,
would
like-
never be able to fully be not myself.
There's always going to be a bit of you seeping through. Because acting
Yeah.
is usually done in small portions, not all day, every day, 24/7. At that stage,
Yeah.
unless you're a method actor, I don't know how you would...
Those people are scary.
Oh man, no, seriously. It's dangerous. Method acting's dangerous. Like, it's cool to a degree.
Yeah, you're
But,
gonna get psychosis.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope into mental illness, my friend. It's crazy when you read about like things that have happened to actors that have taken their acting method a bit too seriously.
Yeah, you hear about like Jared Leto shipping like people pig heads and stuff
Yep.
when he was the Joker.
Yep. Nightmare stuff right there. Nope, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm out. But no, I think one of your biggest positive points is the fact that you're so much yourself, you know? Rather than being like a predictable character trope, you're just you. And that's a good
I'm just
thing.
an unpredictable dungeon boss.
The unpredictable dungeon boss. But a lovable dungeon boss that we adore. Yo, Corlith, thanks for the raid. Welcome on in. Let's get a shout out for Corlith. Yeah, Corlith, how was stream? And for our friends coming in, this is my friend Lolo. And she's a streamer, and she's a dungeon boss, and she likes horror games and Souls games, and we're just kind of chatting about what Lolo does. How Lolo do Lolo things. Lolo's got a cute pupper. We could talk about Piper. Want to talk about Piper?
True.
I want to talk about Piper.
I got Piper. She's right now currently passed out within her toys.
Oh, I love Piper.
Completely knocked out.
How old is Piper?
She is 8 years old.
Oh, old baby.
What a baby.
Like a baby.
She's shaped like a potato. And we love her for it.
She's very
And
cute.
she's just a little grumpy old lady.
We love
And
Piper.
she doesn't bark. She only barfs.
Barf, barf,
Yeah,
Barf.
she doesn't bark. She never barks.
Barf.
So she only
barf,
sometimes she goes boof.
barf.
Boof.
Man, Piper's such a cutie. Piper's my favorite internet celebrity. Sorry, Lolo.
True.
Piper number one.
True. Piper was an internet celebrity for people that don't know. I don't know if people know the freaking We Rate Dogs Twitter account where like they
Oh my
rate
god.
dogs.
Piper was on it?
Piper was on it, and she was on their calendar too.
That's
I'm
awesome.
telling-
That's awesome.
She
Piper
was
is a
she was
genuine
little
internet
celebrity.
And I love it. A freaking
My little puppy.
your baby. I feel like whenever I come to stream, I'm always just quietly waiting for a Borf or a little Piper cam. Just Piper. Okay, so we talked about what brought you into streaming, what kind of games you like. We covered all the main stuff. Now stream-wise, here's a fun one. Okay, is there anything that you've learned through your years of streaming that you know now that you wish you could have told yourself at the beginning?
No.
No.
Because I think I couldn't have told myself. I needed to learn it.
One of those kind of have to go through it the hard way.
Yeah. Like there was a lot of social things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of technical things. And I don't think I could have told myself. I think I needed to start slowly to like learn myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change the way I started.
Oh, all right.
I think it's fine for me to start completely slow. I mean, I was a 3-viewer Andy, you know, and had like, you know, I've like everyone and such, right? So like,
Yeah.
I think it was a journey, and I think it was good to go on this journey. I changed a lot, and I don't think I could have told myself anything. Like I became
The journey was
way
the
better
teacher.
at socializing. I like know a lot more things about socializing. Like I had a huge problem with, like, I think we've talked about this before about like the content creator social sphere and stuff, because you know
Yeah.
there's a lot of networking. I don't understand how to network,
I'm
but like
still
it's
really
a lot of things I
struggling
had
with
to
that.
learn
Yeah.
and be okay with. Like I had to grow. I had to be cooler with just doing my thing and being comfortable with myself. And I don't think I can tell myself that. I think I have
Yeah.
to go through it.
It's just
right?
a matter
So-
of how do you continually be comfortable in your own skin kind of deal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's ever. I know there's a lot of things where people's like, I wish I knew. I think I needed to go through all the growing pains.
Yeah. Well,
it
pain is
made
invariably a good teacher. I mean, it sucks, but
yeah, I don't know. It's like it's not even like there was some eh stuff, but in general, it's like, well, I learned stuff from it, so this was a good thing in the end, right? And
yeah,
so, I developed and learned my content and developed and learned how to make content and stuff. I don't think I could have taught myself that right away. It's something that you learn slowly as
yeah,
like you stream and you develop yourself, right? Like I had to develop a sense of myself first,
yeah.
and there's none of that I can just tell myself from the past. That's something I had to go through.
Right, no, 100%. I get that a lot. I feel like I still feel like I want future me to come down and give me notes. I don't think I'm ever gonna be at a point where I can look at what I've built and been like, man, I'm doing great. Maybe it's just because I'm too self-critical, but
It's not that like I mean I it's not that I say, man, I'm doing great, but it's more like I'm okay to it's more that I'm okay to like I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep learning, and I don't, I'm fine like going with wherever it goes.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to make good like different things, how to do different things.
There's so many different options as a content creator, especially if you start moving into like long form video content and specialty style streams.
Yeah,
and-
that's the stuff I'm learning. Like it's still like I've learned who I am now, and now I'm learning what to do with it, type of thing.
Yeah. It's a process, but it's cool because there's never really a cap, You can just keep going and going and going.
You can keep changing. I don't know. Like for example, I learned who I am. That's why I was able to redesign fully into like who I am now, and then from there, But then later on, you can redesign and be like, this is who I am. And later on, if you're like, this is not me anymore, you change.
Yeah, I really love your new design like a lot. It's
Me too.
it's so unique, Like
Look at him.
I
My
love
boys.
it, and the colors. I love how you have the inner rainbows on everything, and how it's like everything's in like this
Monochrome,
beautiful
but also
grayscale, but then-
rainbow.
yeah, it's so fun. It's such a
And
fun
both.
color scheme. We love you. I love it. I won't lie though. When you made your Twitter post about who's beautiful friends, and then I saw Purse be like bitch, and I was like, oh, I get it. Ostracized. All right, I see.
Listen, I was making
Gonna
a
have
blue
to-
adjacent
gonna have
list,
to-
okay? Okay, I'm not biased or whatever,
Gonna
And
have
then
to
Purse
rebrand
was like,
just for Lolo.
I was like, Purse, are you blue adjacent? And she's like, no. I'm like, there you go.
Ouch. But no, I really do love the new design.
That can't be.
Can't
It
wait.
doesn't mean they're not on the cutest VTuber list. It doesn't mean they're not on the
But
like
are
coolest
they blue
VTuber list,
adjacent?
But are you blue adjacent? No. Then you're not on the sexiest VTuber list. Listen, I'm biased, not biased.
But bias, not bias. No, BB. I believe you just have a type, and that's okay.
Listen, it's okay to love myself.
Yes. We love self-love here, right, chat? Self-love good. We love self-love. Self-love good. We're talking about skin color. Orange is pretty close to regular skin color, I think. Right? Orange tint would be pretty close to just normal skin tone.
Yeah,
Right?
kind of.
Kind of.
It could
Well, I
be
guess
orange
it's more
adjacent.
yellowy pink. It's not really.
But you could be orange adjacent, but in the sense of like, it's not. Your theme would have to be more orange.
Yeah.
I feel like your colors are like just red and gold, right? So like
Yeah.
you're red and gold themed, and then if there's other red and gold themed, that's what I was doing. It was everyone with like different colored skin that I picked.
I remember Secret had like a purpley gray tone, and it looked really good.
Secret redesigned, right? Or quit Secret.
She's my brain's fucking fading. She is not doing content. I don't know if it's a hiatus or a permanent graduation, but I love her. She had a side project she was working on, but I don't know whatever came of that. But I loved her design. I really loved the colors. I've always been a bit of a sucker for the purple yellow kind of theming.
I would have
But
never
then-
guessed by your sunglasses.
Oh, can you tell? But she took the purple yellow and then she gave it that like villain twist, and it was just really good. Okay, it was just really good. She knew what she was doing. But no, she had a really good design. Okay, let's try to roll back into just a few of the points here. We were talking about, like, you know, streaming moments and stream stuff. Is there any moment that really just stands out to you as like, man, this was just a solid moment in my streaming career? Like something that you identify as like, this was a time, you know what I mean? Good or bad, I should clarify. Good or bad. Just something that stands out to you when you think back on all your time as a streamer. I love how expressive your model is. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. I don't think very often. This is hard.
It's okay. We love you, Lolo, even if
I don't
the brain's a
know.
little
I
peanut-sized.
don't know. I think my. Oh, I know. Okay,
Yeah?
I think it was recent. It was off Kai.
Oh, okay. Oh, you went. That's right. How was it?
It was great, wonderful. I recommend it, especially for it is a VTuber convention, and everyone was super nice. Everyone was super friendly. It didn't matter who you were, what status, whatever. Everyone was super great, super welcoming, and it was medium, and so it was around like 2,000 something people.
Wow, that's not too bad.
Which was, it was very manageable. Like it wasn't like. It was not like AX. It did not overwhelm me like that. It was
so
nice.
bad for. Did you go to AX?
Absolutely not.
Good. Okay. I was
I-
trying to convince my friends
everyone
not
got
to
COVID,
go.
and I'm not
Yeah, of course they
surprised.
did.
Like, of course they did. You know.
AX has been going down the shitter for the last like. God, the last 7 years, 8 years, it's just been progressively getting worse and
Yeah.
worse and worse.
The only reason I would ever go is if I was a guest. If I was a guest, it'd
Yeah.
be different because then you have guest passes and you can go through other ways,
The
right?
only thing that can really convince me to go is the concerts, because you can't get a concert ticket without buying a ticket to the con, which is stupid. It's very stupid.
Oh, well, I mean,
unless they
concert
change
would be
that.
fun.
But,
Yeah, the concert looks sick.
they get some really good guests. That's the one thing AX
Yeah,
has
yeah,
going
yeah,
for it, is
yeah,
they get
yeah,
some
yeah,
good
yeah.
guests, and they've brought over musicians that normally would never make it stateside. And that is the only saving grace for AX, in my opinion. But more often than not, AX just kind of does not pay attention to fire hazards. They do not pay attention
What
to
I've
how
heard.
many people should be there. It's in the middle of downtown LA, and they don't give a crap if people get heat stroke, and they just put the lines out willy-nilly outside, and they do not manage them. And I was like, okay, maybe this year they'll be better. Day one, I'm seeing hundreds of people on Twitter complaining about line management being terrible, and
Yeah.
there being no control, and them selling more tickets than how many people could be in the venue. So you had to, after getting your ticket, wait in a line to even access the venue based on how many people were inside. And I was like, are you shitting me?
Absolutely not.
God,
And catching me dead.
Nuh-uh. AX really needs to get their stuff together. They've outgrown their venue for years, but they just refuse to leave.
Yeah,
Makes me
probably
sad.
makes too much good money.
Yeah. They probably
Venue's
have
probably
a really
cheap and
long-term
they-
connection, or
Yeah.
a long-term contract with a really good deal for the LA Convention Center. But it's so sad because in the last 7 years, excuse me, I swallowed wrong. They've been having the issues that really showed up this year for the last 7 years, and they still haven't changed. And that's
Yeah.
mind-blowing that you would know publicly that these are problems for 7 years and then just not do anything about it? Question mark?
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around it.
On contrary, Offkai was great. They had a lot of tech issues,
Yeah.
and that was the biggest downfall was tech and sound issues.
That's what Bill
But
was talking about.
socially, it was great. Socially, it was wonderful. And I think the reason why I said it was my favorite thing for streaming stuff is because when you stream, and I feel like you can relate to this, I remember like everyone's names. I remember who
Yeah.
comes around. I remember our community and stuff.
Yeah.
But at some point, you still see numbers. There is some sort of disconnect, right?
Yeah.
But when you're at a guest for a convention and people come up to you and recognize you, you're like, what?
Yeah, it really
know
brings
me?
that personal
You watch my
part to
stream?
it.
You know, I had like a couple people come up and like ask me to sign and stuff, and like I'll be
Aww.
like, oh, I really enjoy your content. I was like, what? And it really brings like to life like what we're doing,
Yeah.
right? So that was the coolest part. And I got my own little. Did you see my trading card?
No,
That shit
I
was
didn't.
sick.
Show me,
I
show
have
me.
my own trading card.
I want to see.
I'll find an image.
Yeah.
But I had my own trading card, so I was signing that and stuff. That was cool. So I felt cool. I felt hip.
It gave you a lot of positive energy.
Yeah, exactly. It made me.
No, you bring a
It gave
really
me energy to,
yeah. You bring a really
and
good point
everyone was
about like
super
the
nice,
importance
and
of
everyone was
that.
complimenting me, and it was very nice.
When you're online streaming, like, because you're not seeing, I don't get to see chat's face. I don't get to really interact with them one-on-one. And you find yourself forgetting to some degree just how incredible it is that each one of these people are here. We're talking
It's
about
a real
you.
person, right?
We're talking about you,
like,
chat.
Exactly. Like, we recognize it, but there's still obviously going to be some disconnect. And then when
Yeah.
you see him in person, you're like, oh,
It really sets in. And
you're
it really
with
takes away that
me?
barrier.
You come and watch me?
Yeah.
You know? So I found it. There we go. I'll show you the.
Oh, I'm ready. I really want to do a convention. I don't even know where to begin and like signing up to do a panel or
Yeah,
guest.
so
Oh, this looks so
eventually
good.
there's apparently a way to get it so that your community can pitch you to conventions to get invited. But once I
Okay.
figure that out, I'll tell you how.
Yeah.
Because as soon as there was apparently a way. So
because I wanna do more like chat interactive stuff and panels and
panels and stuff are hyper casual. There's no stress. Just think of it as like a just chatting stream, and usually it all depends on whoever is there asking you questions.
Okay.
And then booth is fun. And so everything was all right, pretty good. As long as the convention people who run it or have their shit together, it's relatively good. So yeah, it was good. It was a blast.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
hope to
awesome.
go to many more.
Hell yeah. Are you already planning for future ones? You're doing TwitchCon, right?
Yeah, I'm going to TwitchCon, but
yeah.
obviously that's not like a one where we have like a booth or a meet and greet and whatever.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that do pay for tickets to go see their streamers at TwitchCon, but the tickets are pricey. No
yeah,
offense,
I mean, like, I'm
TwitchCon,
gonna
but,
obviously I'll meet anyone who wants to meet, but like, other than that, and that always depends on the streamer. Like, a lot of people don't want to go IRL, especially when you're a VTuber, right? I don't mind. The only thing I say is, don't hug me, because I don't like being touched in general.
Yeah.
But sometimes I might feel very huggy, whatever. But I'll obviously ask. But that's it. Other than that, I'm very hyped to meet everyone. And if anyone wants pictures, I controlled the camera angle because I hate pictures taken of me. I always feel like the kid tagged in mom's photos on Facebook. I'm like, oh god,
you take
I look
really
like
good
that.
photos, so I get it.
Yeah, because I take my own photos. That's what I'm saying. I control the angle. Then I look my best, you know.
My understanding of how to take selfies is, I will be honest, very poor.
It's okay. Everyone wears face masks anyways. All they see is your eyes.
That's true. That is true. I gotta get a really good face mask.
That's the thing is what.
I don't want to
exactly.
get sick.
I have two. I have two
like,
really cool ones and
a crap
good ones.
ton of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten
too close.
I didn't get sick at Offkai. I didn't get COVID on all that, and I ran in and walked to a ton of people. But I did wear a face mask. And you had to wear a face mask in vendors hall, which was good.
Smart.
They enforced that.
Smart.
So, and yeah, but I didn't get sick. I didn't get COVID. I was all good.
Good. Yeah, that's my biggest issue, like, with cons, is because Anime Expo used to be my con, right? That was the one that I used to, before being a streamer, every year it was about Anime Expo. And I would save up and I would plan and I would do things. And every single year I would get sick because people are packed like sardines. That's not even an exaggeration.
Before COVID, it's just con flu.
Yeah, it's con flu. Now it's COVID and con flu together. It's terrible. It's because so many people just don't pay attention to the fact that they're sick, and then they go and they cough on each other, and bada bing, bada boom, you're sick. Easy peasy. All right, well, we're into the second hour. Let me see how many questions we got. I don't think we got too many. Okay, well, we have 19, so we're gonna go through some of the questions. I forgot to put a place to say who said questions. I didn't put a spot there for that. So if this is your question, just rise up in chat, I guess. But the first question we have is, if you were a raid boss, teehee, what would your primary mechanic revolve around? What would it be, Lolo? How do you attack?
Well, that's a freaking.
That's a spoiler?
What are you trying to rack up notes to fight me? Ha! Listen,
Can you just give us a tease?
I wonder. You know, I really wonder. So I'm one of those. Understand that, like, the reason we say secret boss is you have to think of me as, like, you will not find me unless you like know the way to get to me, and then if you somehow beat me, I'm like the ones that unlock like alternate content type of thing.
Okay, all right.
You know,
all right.
But I'm like, I don't know. Have you played WoW?
I play Final Fantasy 14 more intensely. I've played bits of WoW, but not much.
The only thing, I don't know if there's one in Final Fantasy 14, but in WoW, there's bosses that are so strong they don't have a level anymore. They just have a skull.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. And I have like a million trillion fucking phases, and the main attack obviously is these guys, but
they do a thing, and that's all you're willing to tell us. Good luck
finding a spot that is my blind spot. I have 8 eyes, so...
I bet it's under her feet, chat. I bet we just burrow through the ground. We burrow like moles, and then we pop up and nem.
1 HP in a dream. Good luck. Worst comes to worst, I'll just eat these guys. I'll just start throwing these guys at you guys. I'll throw chat members.
I feel like the better question is, what are your drop items? If we win, right? What are your drops?
It's a set of armor.
Okay.
And it's something I can't reveal.
Damn, I guess I'll just have to be at the debut, which is happening on what day, Lolo?
But it's a set of, it's a July 14th, 4 p.m. EST.
There we go, July 14th, 4 p.m. PST, woo!
But it's a set of armor and something I can't
all right, it's all right. We'll
release.
We'll go find out on your debut.
Yeah. And then a flower. A surprise to no one. Because my name's Lotus.
We do like Lotus. Lotus are very pretty. I like the smell of Lotus. I have a bamboo and lotus bath set right now. Funny story.
I love baths.
So good. Me too.
I like taking baths. It's like my space. It's like my space.
Yes.
It's like my space, like by myself with my thoughts, just chilling. You know?
After like a super big like stream day, if I had like a day where I streamed and I did a bunch of video stuff, and I'm just like, fuck.
I love pampering myself in a bath too, you know.
Yo, I go the full mile. I get the candles and I turn
everything.
I get like meditation, new age music going. I get the bath water rolling, bath salts,
so good.
bath bombs, bubble bath. Like it's the full 9 yards.
Yeah.
But oh my
I hear
God.
the people who are like, baths are gross. I'm like, you're gross.
I mean, I get the argument because some people don't know to like shower beforehand. Like if you're super
shower
stinky,
after.
Yeah.
Like you can shower before or after.
Yeah, like you can enjoy the experience and then take care of the. I like how we just watched you fall off a cliff in the background. Sorry.
That never happened. So what happened in that? I know it exactly. I thought I made it to the place, but I didn't have the ring that I needed to make it viable.
Oh.
So I was like, oh my God, I made it. I just fell to my death, and I was like, oh, well. So that was my Unga Bunga run. Oh my God.
Bunga.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm very chunky.
Yeah. Extremely chunker. I would be scared hitting that. If I was like
I knew
a regular
exactly
player
what
hitting that would be
death that
spooky.
was too. I was like, oh boy, I remember that one.
Oh man. I was gonna say something, but I blanked. Oh yeah.
Best.
If I'm like super gross and sweaty, I usually shower first because I'll sit in the bath for 2+ hours and then from there just crawl into bed. But there have been times where it's like I just shower afterwards because I know that like I'm not that dirty. So
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. And also the bath is usually, I usually put soap in it too, so.
yeah, so it's not like you're just sitting, you know? Like the only,
Yeah.
like, if you work
Bubble bath.
outside, right? If you were gardening and you're covered in literal dirt.
Oh yeah, no, you're taking
in
a
case
fucking
like that,
shower.
You're gonna shower first. But if it's just
No,
like,
but if
oh,
you're
I was
doing
on
like
my
a
PC
normal,
for
if you're
a
like
few
sitting at the
hours,
PC, exactly, and you go to a bath, like, are you kidding me?
yeah, it's totally
And it's
reasonable.
good. A bath is good. It helps remove all your dead skin way better than a shower would. So.
Yes, and oh my god, it's so great when you have like the really nice bath scrubbies, and you just
Yeah.
use the water to scrub, right? Because the water's already
Yeah,
filled
exactly.
with so much stuff, and it's so good for
Yeah.
your muscles and whatnot too. My house is a pretty decent big bath.
Bath supremacy.
So-
I'm so much more of a bath person than a shower person.
Yes, I love baths. They're just so relaxing. It's just a complete decompression. Plus, it's nice to get me off my PC and put me in an environment where I can't touch
Yeah.
it.
Away from everything.
Yeah.
We have to be away from technology.
Yeah,
It's
but
the best.
the disconnect is necessary, and the bath is the best place.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
more like a spa I can make it, the better.
Oh my god, the better. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, with a book, yes. The only problem is sometimes I get like too into the water, and then like the book starts
Yeah,
to
the
touch
book
the
goes
water.
all blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. It's an issue.
I usually have like a little stool outside the bath. That's what I usually do.
Oh, that's smart. Mine doesn't really have.
And
the
then
big enough
I
space
put my
for it.
laptop or something, and I put on like a show.
Oh, that's nice. I want
I
to
get
get
to
one
watch
of
the
those,
show
you
when
know
I'm
those like
bathed.
floaty pillows. They're like back.
Yeah, but those are good,
pillows.
but obviously not for your laptop.
No, not for your I meant for my head. But yeah, I feel like I'd start falling asleep in the tub though if I got one. That's the only reason.
You
I have
can
it.
fall asleep in the tub. My mom always tells me to.
Really?
And she says your body will not let you drown, so you don't have to worry. It will
Okay.
literally, so you will able to fall asleep and you're gonna be fine. You won't drown. I
Okay.
was always worried, so my mom always told me to, because there's times where I'm like, I come back from traveling and I'm like, I'm gonna pass out like in 2 seconds. She's like, but
Yeah.
you need to take a bath. I'm like, but I'm gonna pass out. She's like, just fall asleep in the bath. I'm always like, but I'm gonna drown. And it's like, no, you
Yeah,
can't
that was
drown.
always my issue. I was always like, man, what if I fall asleep and I'm just like I'm like in the dream, right? I'm like, oh yeah, it's a good sleepy sleeps, and my head just quietly sinks under the water. Like, is that the end of the story?
It's like, yeah, it's like when you can't bite your finger off type of thing. It's like your brain will stop you. It'll like
Okay.
wake you up, you know?
Kind of an off topic, but I went snorkeling for the first time, and I thought I was gonna be more nervous to like put my head under the
I
water.
love snorkeling.
And
I fucking love free
became
diving. I
addicted within
freaking love.
seconds.
Oh my god, right? Oh my god, it's like literally the best.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
They had so a storm hit while we were out, and that's the only reason I got dragged out of the water. Otherwise, I would have been in there the whole time. I would have just
Yeah,
stayed in there.
you're just like me. I would have stayed.
It was so nice. Like,
Yeah.
bro, give me my fins. I just want to be out in the water.
No, same, for sure.
Alright, this next question's really fun. This one is definitely from one of your chat members, Lolo, because it goes, Colonel, the clap of Lolo's fat dumpy keeps alerting the guards, and we only have a few days left till her debut. What do we do? I don't have an answer for you. Lolo's got a
Sorry.
dumpy. That's just the end of the story.
The guards will have to watch my debut because they're gonna be fucking alerted to me walking over. Wake up, samurai. It's Lolo time.
I just want
It's
to know
like a
who
gong.
asked this one. It's a gong.
Like a gong. Yeah. Every time I'm gonna take a step, it's like bang.
Bung, bung. Do you walk like
Clap
really
my
slow
ass
and menacing, or do you like
Yeah, exactly.
run high speed and it's just bung 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 bung?
Both.
Both.
I'm always super fast when I'm walking around, like just walking normally. I like walking fast. My partner would say otherwise. That's because he's a giant, so
Height difference.
every one of his strides is like 3 of mine. So
Oh man, I just want to know who asked this one. I just want to know. I'm curious. Okay, the next one's really simple. What's your favorite drink? It doesn't specify alcoholic or non, so just in general, I guess.
Coffee.
Coffee, same.
I love coffee. Probably I really like Vietnamese coffee.
Oh yeah, it's so
Oh,
sweet. It's
oh.
so sweet, so good.
But it's also, they always make it so good. Like, it has such a strong coffee taste, but is also really nicely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It's also kind of part of the syrups they use too.
yeah. Oh, it's so freaking good. Don't they use just condensed milk? Pretty
Yep.
sure.
Sometimes there's a sugar syrup though. It's just like a liquid sugar, but it's stronger than if you were to put in powdered sugar, like most dumb Americans.
Yeah.
We just pour in powdered sugar. Vietnamese coffee is great.
God,
It's
I
so
love
good.
Vietnamese coffee.
Mm.
It's Vietnamese coffee. If you're alcohol, it's probably sangria or a porn star martini.
See, for me it'd be sangria or mai tai. So we're landing in very similar corners. But
Similar, very
little
similar. Mai
different.
Tai, I think, has passion fruit too, right?
Mai tais are generally rum, orange juice, pineapple juice, and grenadine. Now they can be made with
Martini
passion
is that.
fruit and some of the other
It's basically
tropicals.
passion fruit martini, which I
Yeah.
really like. So.
It's just a different liquor. At the end
yeah,
of the day.
yeah,
But no, I love me my fruity stuff.
Me too. I like my tropical and lemony stuff.
Yeah, where's the rum gone? Rum, yum 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 yum. Okay, what is a game you wish you could experience for the first time again? Is there
I talked
any
about
game?
this on stream.
Is it?
I talked about this on
yeah?
stream. It's Soma.
Soma?
Soma's a game that you'll. Yeah.
Yes.
No, don't use some of these nuts or something on me. I swear to God.
I'm too
I
good.
swear to God.
I wouldn't do that. I'd never do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I would never. Chat, I would never, right? What? What? To chat, we would never. What are you talking about? We would never. See, chat's so good. They wouldn't do it either. Like, shh. Like, shh. I'm the one in danger.
I see
zone.
the deleted message.
No, you don't. You don't see anything. You see nothing. Just nothing.
Soma, like I was saying, is a very good game. Okay, it's a game that you literally, after beating it once, you can't re-experience it that way ever again. And so it's painful. Once you beat it, you're like, I'll never
have that shock value, that realization when you sit down and you realize what each one of those things were.
It's really good. It's one of those games that I feel like everyone should play it for at one time.
Yeah, Soma's definitely in my top list of games too, honestly. I love things that make you question the hard questions, and Soma challenged it so well.
They did it so well. And again, it's just one of those games you can only play you can only really experience once.
Yeah.
Which makes it really heartbreaking, because once you finish it, you're like,
a lot of good horror is in that vein. Soma being one of the most clean-cut examples.
Yeah.
It's not to the degree of Soma, but in a similar vein, for me, Danganronpa kind of hits that vein. Because any mystery game, once you know who does what,
yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
You know now. You know who did it. So when you go to replay it, it's just looking at the little extra details you miss. Not, you can't re-experience the shock.
I think the BioShock series, at least 1 and 2, is one of those games I feel like every gamer should play.
I started 1. I haven't finished it yet. I need to go back and restart.
I
was
love
enjoying it, but I picked it up at a bad time.
It's one of those games. It's like a game, almost game classic at this point for me.
Yeah.
It's like you just have to experience Mr. Bubbles and the Little Sisters.
Yeah. No,
I don't like Infinite, and it's not that I don't like it. It's a good game, but I have a whole argument on it why I don't like it.
Okay, I know that Infinite is visually very different. I remember when it came out, everyone talked nothing but positive about it. I was surprised at the visual difference.
Good game.
As someone who hasn't played,
I'm saying it's a good game, but it's so American centric that. For people like me who weren't raised American, there's a lot of disconnect for me for the story.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
Which is hard, right? So it's a good game, but it challenges a lot of things that are very American. And so I have a different perspective. I can't enjoy it as much as, or connect to it as much as other people might.
It becomes
right?
unrelatable because of that.
Yeah. So it's a
Yeah.
very American game.
I do
'Cause,
know
for
it's very
example,
political
one
based.
and two have like politics and whatever, but it's not like really. It's something that everyone can understand.
Yeah.
Like it's a general idea of this world and whatever.
Yeah. I take it Infinite gets a lot more complex in the way that they do it.
Oh yeah, so it's they talk about America's slavery problem.
Ah.
So, which is very American. That's a very sure the rest of the world have had their own issues, but
Yeah.
not the
If you
same
look
way
at
that
American history,
in America.
that yeah.
So that is like for me, I don't connect. I don't connect with the American stuff, and it's very. They have a lot of very Christian, and religious themes and stuff, which is not. That's something for Universal, but it's still like it was very Southern American style, so that was harder for me. Yeah, Infinite is a good game. In general, it's a good game, but
Looking at it as a
it's
Bioshock
not
title,
as-
it changes things a bit.
yeah, it's not as much as a connecting overall. Like I love this game as Bioshock 1 and 2. I have a place in my heart for Bioshock 1 and 2.
The biggest appeal to me for Bioshock, and this is going to sound very cheesy, but the biggest appeal for me is anytime something's like underwater with a mix of horror, my shiny brain locks on. And that's really
Mine
the
was
only sell
probably
I
the
needed.
steampunk aspect, you know?
Yeah.
Dystopian steampunk
And
plus
then
horror.
Infinite was like in the sky, and
Yeah.
my brain just clicked off. It was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in the sky. It was. I have my feelings. It doesn't mean it's not a good game. It's just
It
not
wasn't
the
what
same.
you were going for.
Yeah, and they weren't trying to be like the others. They had like the general theme, but other than that,
All right. Follow up. There was a question of, is there any game you wish you would want to erase from your memory? Was the second half of the question. So a game that was just such a bad experience, you wish you could just not know.
man.
I know my answer on this one.
Oh, Song of Horror pissed me off.
Song of Horror?
That game pissed me off. The ending sucked. The ending's trash. The ending sucks.
I take it the game felt good and then the ending happened and then it just made you regret everything you ever did?
The game was okay. Then the ending happened.
That sounds like how I felt about Madison. It sounds exactly like how I felt about Madison. Yeah.
I didn't play Madison because
Don't.
I heard of all the bad reviews.
Don't.
Oh no, not Madison. Oh, Madison's the horror game, right?
Madison's a horror game.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed Madison. I don't remember the ending.
See, that's my issue was the ending. I loved the game, to be honest with you.
The game
I
was good.
in
The game
love
was
with
good.
it. And then I got to the end and,
I don't remember the ending.
well, they didn't write one.
Oh,
That's the problem.
that's probably why I don't remember it.
They left clues to basically have you come up with your own ending. And they
I hate that. That's just
it,
lazy.
It made me so upset. And
That's
then someone in
lazy.
chat went, hey,
It's not
hey.
nuanced. It's lazy.
Yeah, someone in chat was like, oh, but the secret is that it's not Madison, the game's Mad Son, he's just insane. And I looked at how they did the logo, and I looked back at the stuff, and I went, so you're telling me the secret hideaway ending was he's insane and nothing matters? And then I went through and looked at all the shit, and while it's true, they never wrote an ending, that technically is the most reasonable one, which is the other really bad thing to do if you're writing a horror. So it made me so livid. So
That
livid.
sucks.
So livid. I would love to wipe that from my memory. If I could just wipe the whole second half, I'd be content, because like I loved how they did the time traveling church puzzle. That was so cool. So cool. How could you make these amazing puzzles and spots and then just literally take a wide fat poo-poo on it? Like,
No, Madison was one of those ones where the puzzles were fun.
it was so good.
Because I have issues with puzzles in games. Sometimes they're just like, this is
They're all
not
the
fun.
same.
It's just frustrating.
They're all the same, or it's just find this one object that you probably walked over 85 times because the tiny corner of the carpet slightly turned. But I really loved the time traveling church. The clock puzzle was a little funky. I thought that one was a little weird. That one had me running around for a very long amount of time to do strange decisions, but all the other ones felt really challenging in a good way.
Yeah. I
Oh.
agree.
One second, Lolo. I gotta look at this thingy. I'm gonna mute. Do you want me to go on a BRB or do you want to yell at chat?
I'm fine with whatever. I can keep chat entertained if you want.
Alright, I'm gonna mute and chat, be nice to Lolo.
Fuck you, chat. Hi, chat. Nice to meet you. Lolo is God now. It's true. Hello, Lolo. You know, most people say hello, Lolo. Entertain us. What am I? A clapping monkey? Hello, Lolo. Exactly. You know what? It's just I'm working double shift, 14 hours. No! Just for that, I'm working double shift? No! I mean, I meant Lolo. My bad. My bad, what? Also, everyone here, shh, you don't see this. This model, it's a schmeecrit. The reason I'm okay with showing it is because I showed it at Offcut, but it's a schmeecrit. You'll see it. You act surprised when you see it on stream, okay? Okay? Okay, okay. This, schmeecrit. It's a schmeecrit, just like me. I'm a schmeecrit. Well, you look like a combo of Ridley Scott's Alien and an anime girl. Like, no. I'm trying to get away from the alien aspect. Just monster girl. It's a secret. We quiet then, exactly. Has anyone played Darkness? What's Darkness? I played a fuck ton of games. Hello, mysterious stranger. Yeah, hi, I'm a mysterious stranger. Hi. You know. Mysterious stranger. Oh, that's what the model reminds me of. This model. Everyone says, I remind them of this, I remind them of that. You know what I remind myself of? Me. I'm cool and original and funky. I missed the underscore. Shut up. Shut up. The underscore is dead. The old me is dead. There's only Lolo now. Only Lolo. Oops. Oh, Lolo. Lotus reminds us of Lotus. True. How many tails? I only have one tail. I wonder if I can show you guys. See? I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. She got me locked in. I'm locked in. I'm strapped to my seat. I'm actually forced to sit down here. I'm not allowed to move. The tail gives me the alien vibes. It just looks neat. I don't have tails. I have hair monsters. See, they're my hair. You see little hair strands? And then they can go away. See? Wow. Wow. See? Super glued to the chair. Yeah. When I stand up, I'm gonna have to like scoot away because it's gonna rip my skirt. How of many hairs? That's true. Of many hairs. I have many hairs. They all have names, but you'll find them out in 7 days. You've officially watched that like tape that goes 7 days, but it just goes to my debut. And like, you know, snakes. Yeah. Watch out. One of them bites. It also happens to be the one that's right here. So if you want to pet one, it has to be one of the other 4. White hair always looks cool to me. I love white hair. I'm a white hair fan. I'm obsessed with white hair. Are those snakes? They're hair monsters. They're just silly, goofy guys. Tricks back from the Dangerous One. Yeah. Is that one Blorf? No. Blorf is the middle one in the back. So are you a Medusa monster? Nope. I just have little hair monsters. I'm just a Souls-like monster, eldritch being. No Medusa to me. Just Souls-like, cursed and abyss themed. Can I call one of them Gilbert? They all have names now. If you wanted to name one, we had a whole thing where chat can name one. make sure Blorf is the one that doesn't bite. No, Blorf isn't the one that bites. The one I named is the one that bites. And it's the one that's right here. You see? Like he's opening his mouth. And you have to be careful when I pull this out. Then he really bites. You know? Meanwhile, I'm still trying to figure out VTuber PNG avatar. I mean, I've been at this for like what? A year and a half to 2 years now, right? So like I started off with free model and Vroid and such. And then we killed my old self. We killed the old name. We murdered the old model. We had a funeral for it. And then here I am. The true me. It's funny because in real life, I dress like everyone's always shook. They never recognize it's gonna be me because I dress like a fairy elf. But this is my aesthetic. I love dark gothic stuff. I just don't dress like one. Alien_Lotus Arc. No, she's dead. I don't know who that is. Killed the boy, let the monster be born. Literally. So old, ancient being. No! This is why I never say my age, because I know no matter what I say, my age or height, no matter what I say, you guys are gonna be calling me old and small. Okay? So this is why I never say my height. Or age. Because no matter what I say, you guys are like, happy birthday, I can't believe you turned like 102 this year. I'm like, what the fuck? Put an image, I'm talking about a suggestion in Discord. Okay, I'll look at it later. Portable and aged. what am I, meat to you? Aged like fine wine. My aesthetic, hold, I spelled it right. Sci-fi mech pilot. Ooh. Small boss. I'm not small, I swear to God. Lotus is still our favorite duende. Duende.
Hello?
Duende.
Hello?
Oh,
Hi.
hello?
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Don't apologize.
So so I'm in a rental and I've been stressed about like when to ask about the next lease and all that kind of stuff because it's through a company and I've never rented through a company before and I'm pretty sure I've told you about my bad luck I've had with houses the last few years and my closeness to being homeless that happened twice now. Well, they sent the lease
I feel you.
renewal right now. But there was like 3 different options and all of them had price increases and Di was like, ah, and I was like, ah. So that's why I was like, I gotta go take a look at this, but all's good. Lease is signed, things are figured out.
Yeah.
Everything's all right. It's a slight increase, but in the grand scheme of things, it's very minimal.
It's gonna happen when you renew. I get an increase every year as well.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad on my end, which is good for city.
Absolutely.
Boy.
So, and it'll work out. It's nothing that's gonna kill me, but it was spooky, and I really needed to handle that. So,
of course.
Thanks for taking care of chat.
No, fuck chat.
Were you nice to Lolo?
Fuck you, chat.
Were you nice to Lolo? Do I have to ban someone? Who was it? Just tell me. Who did it? I'll take him out. It was cruel. Guess we're banning Lich. All right.
We were bullied blubbers. Shut up. Shut up.
I love how chat collectively went, we're all evil. Okay.
Were you nice to Lolo? No.
None of us were.
Lolo wasn't nice to me.
God. Alright, but now that we're back, we're gonna, oh god, I'm not tabbed in right. Hi. You didn't see that. That didn't happen? Boobage.
What the fuck are you trying to show off right now?
Look, sometimes smaller is better. It's okay. Lolo, it's okay. It's okay. You look very cute and petite and let me tell you, as a warrior,
medium.
As a warrior boss, it's better. It's better that they're smaller.
I'm medium.
Yes, they're very medium.
Medium.
Yes. I love you, Lolo. Don't be mad at me. Lolo.
Boobage advantage.
Lolo, but you're so cute. Please don't be mad. Please don't be mad. You're cute.
Booba.
Yeah, booba. Yeah, booba. Medium is premium? Shrug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so on the questionnaire, the last one I left off on ended up strangely close to our game question, but this one doesn't specify game, so we're gonna give this one a go. It's what's the most terrifying thing you've experienced versus the most exciting thing you've experienced? So I guess we could go into more like IRL experiences with this one.
Yeah. Most terrifying, I had a stalker for 2 years.
That's scary.
Most exciting?
Yeah, most exciting.
I've been skydiving.
Oh.
And I scuba dived at Great Barrier Reef. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. The Great Barrier Reef? Really? That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I made friends with a fish.
Oh my god! What was his name? Did you name him?
I think it was a day. It was okay. So let me explain.
Okay.
It's a type of fish that they're all born female, and then the
Okay.
best female turns into a male. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
fish
then-
that do that.
Yeah, and it was a female who was half transitioned into a male.
Okay.
So at this point, it's a they.
Okay.
So-
Did you name them?
No, but
Did
I
you
have a
kiss them?
photo.
I'll take a photo.
Hold on, I got you.
I love fishies. Fishies are so cute. Fishies are best.
Yeah, they're cool.
Give them
I like
little
'em.
fishy kisses.
I think it was probably skydiving was pretty cool. I've been lucky. I've done a lot of really cool experiences, like hiking to Machu Picchu or
Wow.
bungee jumping sucked. I held a koala. I don't know. I've done
koala.
I've done a lot of cool things.
I've gone
I'm very
shark
lucky.
diving. I guess
Yeah,
that's
me
cool.
too. On accident.
On accident.
Yeah, I was snorkeling and then I had 2 sharks around me. So
Fishy! That's a big fishy. Look how cute he is. Oh, they're so cute. I want to kiss them.
yeah, and then here's the koala.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
And here's
No,
I'll show you
no.
I'll show you me literally praying to God for
You're
skydive.
holding his little butt. Oh, he looks like he's taking a nap.
I was freaking the fuck out in this shot. Okay, so I was literally
Alright.
praying to God. Look at me.
Oh
about
my
to
god. Oh my god. Literally praying. Oh my god. I would be way too terrified to skydive. Skydiving and bungee jumping
It
are
was
not
great.
on my list.
Bungee jumping sucks. Skydiving is great. I recommend skydiving over bungee jumping any day.
Okay. Okay. Still too scared. I do, however, want to go hot air ballooning. That I want to do. That's on my list.
like almost more dangerous. Did you
I
know?
But that way if I fall, it's because I'm dying.
Yeah.
Not
So
because
same with
TT.
skydiving.
But when you skydive, you're diving through the sky for funsies.
Yeah, but sometimes if you fall, you could be because you're dying.
But
So
I would like to just not fall. I think that's my
it was great. It felt like what I thought flying would feel like.
Okay. A lot of people have positives about skydiving. I feel like
Yeah.
I would have a heart attack before I hit the ground.
I did have a freaking before I was in the air, I was so panicked. That's why you see I was like eyes closed, like hanging on for dear fucking life.
Yeah, you literally look like you're ascending to heaven.
Yeah,
You're
like
ascending.
goodbye to
Yo,
me.
what's all? Thank you for the 5 subs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. I don't know what I would put for my most scary. I feel like I'm just not thinking of. I guess when I went shark diving, a kid pushed me and my arm went out of the cage. But I don't know if blacktip reef sharks would have even been able to fit their mouth around my whole arm.
Blacktip reef sharks aren't too big.
Yeah, I don't think they. I was smaller at the time, but still.
They aren't too big. But they
feel like
still
they
scared the
couldn't have.
shit out of me when I didn't expect them.
But they're cute. They're
Yeah.
cute. They're cute.
I prefer them over dolphins any day. Oh, I don't know if people know I hate dolphins.
Dolphins are
It's like
very.
the only animal I don't like.
Dolphins are kind of mean. I like
They're
dolphins.
fucking
though.
scary.
The problem
Okay.
with dolphins is they're very smart,
That's what's fucking scary.
and they like to be mean.
I like orcas, but orcas are probably the animal I'm most afraid of.
And they're very violent, but they're very cute.
And they're very smart, and they like to play with their food.
Yep.
Which is scary.
Yeah. Yeah. But whales. What about big whales?
I love whales.
They're very cute.
I'm not afraid of whales.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Like, they're big and intimidating, but you know they're not interested in you whatsoever.
Well, I mean, most of them just eat, like, krill and whatnot, so you're not even, like, on its radar.
Yeah. No,
They're
exactly.
so cute.
It doesn't care for you.
And they're so pretty. I want to go whale watching. I've never actually gone before.
Me too. I want to go whale watching.
Yeah, when you visit.
I also really want to see a
whale
manta
watching.
ray in real life.
Yeah! Oh, my cousin was showing me this video of a dive they did where they did a night dive and there were all these manta rays swimming above them and I was like crying watching the video. I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I would also
love the
cry.
ocean. It was
I would
so
add more
cool.
water to the ocean. I would be balling within diving.
Yeah. I want to get like do scuba lessons and start actually like diving because I don't have the certs for it. But
I was
to.
too excited when diving. My diving instructors hated me because I kept going too quickly and using my oxygen too quickly.
Oh.
So they hated me. They kept telling me to slow down, but like I never felt more in my element than scuba diving.
It's just so beautiful under the water.
It's like it's unreal. It's like I don't know. It's like space.
Yeah.
It's like what I imagine like going to like space, another world type of thing.
I mean, under the water basically is. It may be part of
Yeah,
Earth,
it is.
but it's not anything
It is.
like land.
That's why astronauts train underwater, you know?
Yeah.
So.
It's so cool. It's so cool. All right, there's like 20 questions and I'm on 6. I gotta start
Oh,
going
okay,
faster. Oh, now it's not gonna load. Typical. All right, a question for the both of you. What was the highlight of your time as a VTuber? I think you said your answer already, actually, during when we were talking.
Off Kai.
Yeah. Highlight of my time? God, there was a few points. There's definitely a lot of points that really stand out to me, but I think the point that stands out to me the most is probably the time when we did the subathon for the move. And it was really, I guess, monumental to me that the reason I was able to move my entire family out to Texas, get a new house, get a new place, like, rental or not, it only happened because a bunch of people decided I was worth it. And it really hit me that day. And it really stood out to me, and it really made me feel like it didn't matter how many people told me streaming's not a real job or you don't work hard enough or any of that bull crap. I was like, this really was the right decision.
Anyone who says angels work hard enough has never met you in your goddamn life.
I work
Jesus
a little too hard.
Christ.
I've learned that recently. I'm
Yeah.
trying to take a step back and focus on other things. I've started vocal training.
Good.
Like serious vocal training.
Whoa.
Yeah. I want to go.
I need to because
I'm on my idol
I
arc.
fuck with my voice all the time.
If you ever want to do vocal training together, we can. I mean, it will sound
I will
terrible over
gladly.
Discord, but that doesn't matter.
I will gladly.
Yeah.
I actually had something similar experience. For me, I was able to actually leave my toxic ex-partner because of streaming, right? Because I didn't have an income, and this helped me literally leave. I did have a homosarc, but I wouldn't have been able to even gotten out of there without streaming, you know, without everyone.
Boy, and I'm glad that you got through that.
Yeah.
Real happy
oh boy,
for
that
you,
was a
baby
journey.
girl. And I met you because you're a streamer. So hey, friendship made. But yeah, it's crazy the difference that streaming has made on a bunch of our lives. You know, it's mind blowing. Like so many people just look at it and think it's just you're just wearing an anime model skin and you're just playing video games. How hard can that be? But it's
Try it yourself.
yeah, it's
See how far you're gonna go.
Yeah.
This is where people, it's like, well, good luck making entertaining content. People who talk like that have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, not at all.
We've had to learn how to market, how to make media, how to do tech, how to learn everything.
It
We have
is
to learn
so hard to just talk
everything.
24/7 sometimes. Like I talk a
and
lot,
the energy,
and I find myself struggling, and that's with how
but
much
the
I
thing
talk.
is, you can talk a lot, but it can not be entertaining. Even.
Yeah.
Like you can. Sure, you manage to comment on everything, but that doesn't make you an entertaining person to watch.
Right? No, 100%. There's so much that goes into
Being
it that people
entertaining is a
discredit.
skill.
Mm-hmm. All right, hold on. I'm trying to load up the next question. I caught myself bunny trailing, and I was like, "Fuck questions." Okay. Well, this one was. Well, actually, no. Wait. This one wasn't fully answered. You kind of touched this one, but not directly. What inspired you to be a content creator? Like, was there a specific moment that made you go, "This is exactly why I want to be on Twitch"? Or was there a creator you looked at and went, "That's kind of what I want to do"?
No.
No? Valid. Absolutely valid.
I watched a lot of stuff, I think. I don't think there's a specific creator. But I watched a lot of type of stuff. I watched a lot of Let's Plays.
Yeah, I did a lot of Let's Plays,
I watched a lot of, yeah, exactly. I watched a lot of
Let's Plays
stuff.
were life-changing for me.
Yeah, like, I watched just a ton of people, a ton of Let's Plays, a ton of things. And my brothers were huge gamers, so I became a huge gamer. And so I think, I don't know, I just always wanted to.
You're so inundated with it that it just kind of became the direction.
Yeah. It wasn't even like, I don't even think there was a main person or like that was my inspiration. No, it was mostly like, I want to do this too. I think a big point was probably I was always the gamer and didn't have gamer friends, so I always played alone. And so I played WoW by myself. I did everything. I played all the games by myself. And so I was like, well, if I stream, I can play my game and I can talk to people, you know. I can have other people who are mutually interested in the thing that I am, you know. And so that's probably why.
Finished. There you go. But yeah, no, I feel that. I think that's totally valid too. Like, you don't have to have, oh, this person is the reason I do it. Like, everyone has their own reasons that bring us to that. And especially if, like, the Let's Player boom that happened when you and I were younger was such a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone watched Let's Plays. Everyone did Let's Plays. Like, it's changed a lot to be a lot more streaming centric nowadays. All the big Let's Players before do a lot more streams and less Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Because the dynamic has changed, but that was definitely where it all started.
I find streams more fun than recording a video. It's so fun to interact with other people.
Yeah.
And chat.
Yeah, it's direct interaction. And they're there for all the stupid stuff, not just the well-edited moments.
Because the whole point is I like the company. And so when you record a video, you can make a stream into a video. But when you record a video just on your own and stuff before streaming, like, that feels, sure, you post it and then people notice, but like it feels a bit, I don't know. The whole point why I liked streaming is because I had the company, I had the community who also was equally. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I get it 100%. Streaming's a really fun dynamic. All right, the next question's a fun one. As a dungeon boss, how do you keep your minions happy and busy?
So my minions every month, when you sub, you get a pair of socks. So usually they're pretty happy. So they get a pair of socks. Hold on, here, I'll show him. Yes. There he is. There he is. He has a little pair of socks and stuff. And they have chores, and most of the time they usually get free reign of the dungeon.
Nice.
And so you think I'm taking care of the dungeon? No, they're taking care of the dungeon. Absolutely not. I'm vibing.
You're just lounging.
Yeah, I'm just lounging. The only time I have to deal with things is when people are like really wanted to challenge me type of thing, you know? Other than that, it's them, you know, they have to collect sacrifices, they have to clean up the remains, you know.
What are your favorite sacrifices?
They have to do the dishes. My favorite sacrifices?
Yeah. So that way, you know, the minions in chat know how to score extra brownie points.
I really like the bones of the condemned.
Bones of the condemned. All right. Let me just taking some notes. Okay. Bones of the condemned. All right. What else?
Yeah. Obviously, the souls of the innocent is a classic one.
Souls of the innocent. Why did my display capture go away? Okay. There we go. We're good. Got it.
And I really like Kinder Bueno.
I love you. I love you so much. Those are really good though. Those are really, really good, but I just wasn't expecting that. Damn, now I want it. That's not fair. I can get the last one, yeah. That stuff's good. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Next. I'm ignoring that one. That was obviously from Kitsu. I'm also ignoring that one. I feel like we answered this one. Yeah, we already answered this one. So I have a feeling this is an NSFW question. But
no problem.
I will drop it so you can choose whether or not you'd like to answer it.
I'm open book.
What are the top 3 tags for both of you?
Monster.
Okay.
Surprise to no one.
Yeah. Is that the
I'm
only
not telling
one?
you the others.
Okay, it's just the only one.
You can't know.
I'm really vanilla, guys. I'm like super vanilla, okay? I'm sorry. I'm the disappointing friend in the VTuber friend group.
I'm not. And that's why I'm keeping my mouth shut.
No judgment, okay? All of my friends are super not. All of them are. And then they all look at me and I go, vanilla. And they look at me like, are you okay? Did you not get enough internet exposure at a young age? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't know how to use my laptop for more than music.
Too much internet exposure at a young age. I got caught looking at stuff when I was younger, and then I had the family restricted internet. Oh God.
I have a story, okay? I was the kind of person that genuinely felt guilty about seeing like anyone that could have been nude. Like I felt genuinely guilty.
Oh no,
I
did
had
you know
zero
interest. One time I cried after watching a BJ in a movie.
Oh, BB.
I cried.
I
didn't know what it was, and I was
any
confused
sort of like
and
movie.
distressed.
Oh,
and my
you poor
brother
BB.
had to be like, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, because it was just a sexual scene in a movie.
Which is
but I was
common.
distressed. Okay, I didn't understand.
I've seen something I shouldn't have seen. I'm a horrible person.
Yeah,
The gods need
but
to
you know, but
smite
then
me.
I did one of those things where I was like looking up like girls kissing, like kissing scene from movie,
Aw.
kissing game. You know, I had one of those phases.
My only phase was I loved me in my shoujo manga, right? I loved me in my shoujo manga. Vampire Knight and all those ones back in that time, like I read that stuff religiously. But none of it got really smutty. Like they got close, but they never really got that smutty. I didn't know Ultimate Games were a thing at the time for
lovey,
me.
you know, feel
Yeah,
good,
it was
whatever,
feel good.
you know.
And then like they would kiss and maybe get a little handsy, and I'd be like, oh my god, it's too much. Oh,
it's happening.
that's I never grew out of that phase. That's the problem. I have just kind of eternally stayed in that phase.
No, I'm a pervert.
My poor husband. He grew out of that phase when he was like 13.
My poor partner as well. For different reasons.
And I'm so vanilla, and he's just like, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm just like, I just want to hold hands and watch a movie, hee hee. Like I'm such a baby.
Oh, I'm so the opposite.
Together, Lolo, we create a normal person.
I'm like, let's do everything, and they're like, please, give me a break, and I'm like, no.
Look, that's what makes you a perfect
Absolutely
dungeon
not.
boss, okay? All right.
Hey, round 2.
All right. But yeah, so unfortunately, I guess we kind of partially answered that question, and that's as far as that one's gonna go.
But no premarital eye contact or premarital hand holding. I'm looking at you.
Sweats.
That's where I draw the line.
Is
okay.
it a premarital hand holding? How about toe holding?
That's acceptable.
Toe holding acceptable? Toe holding holding is fine. You want to crisscross your toesies? That's, you know what? All right. We'll turn a blind eye to that.
I might be into a lot of wild stuff, but I have standards, okay? No premarital eye contact or hand holding.
Eye contact.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Heathens.
Chat, you heard that. You can't make eye contact with Lolo or me anymore. If you're looking
Good luck,
at the
because
eyes,
I have 8 eyes.
I feel like it's a trap with you. Like,
yeah, exactly.
it's just a trap. What happens if we fumble, right? What if eye contact happens? What if hand holding happens? What do we do then? All right, so next question. Lolo, this one's for you. Do you like amiibos? And if so, do you have a favorite one?
My Midna amiibo is my favorite, obviously.
Nice.
And my Zero Suit Samus, because
Nice.
I've trained her so hard in Super Smash Bros. She beats everyone's ass.
Hell yeah. I'm assuming Maze asked this question. Just, you know, pretty sure. Do I get like $5 if I'm right? Maze? You're in the chat. Don't avoid me. Maze? 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 Maze, don't just avoid me now. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kitsu. Thank you for confirming. Can you just, like, hit the breaker? Turn his internet off? Please, for me. Do it for me. Okay, this question was already asked. Someone had the same question. Lolo, here's an important one. Lolo, why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? That's the question. You need to have an answer for this one, too. It's important. Why are you so cute?
I have the right to remain silent.
You're gonna pull that card, really? You won't give us an answer? You're gonna be that soon, huh? Huh?
I literally sound like Toad. Leave me alone.
No, you don't. You don't sound like Toad. You're super cute. What are you talking about? At least Chat gets it. Chat sees the cuteness. She's a precious bean. And you know, she's even cuter when she pouts, so this is bonus points.
Oh, what am I meant to do?
Just be cute. You have to embrace it. Embrace the cuteness. You know, I hate how many of these questions were my mods, trolling me. Okay, one of the questions was, did Elden Ring inspire your character? And I think we got that one answered earlier.
Souls games in general inspired me.
Okay, the final question is a good one. As a dungeon boss, what do you do when you're not beating players?
Well, I'm gaming.
You're gaming?
That's why we stream. Is
So-
because we're bored.
So
we
when
beat
you're
everything.
off stream, is that when you go kill players?
So understand that, like, when people come in, right, and they die, we steal their stuff, and then eventually we've accumulated quite a few stuff in the dungeon, and so now we have games and consoles
Hello,
and
Angel.
stuff,
It
and
seems
we
like it
stole
was
it,
just
and now we
yesterday when I
can
found you
game
from a
and
raid.
vibe and create
1 year
chaos.
has
That's
passed.
what we do.
Hope the
And
next
I
year
eat
is
food.
just as
I
fun.
fucking
Eat
love
food?
food.
Does DoorDash
Yeah,
deliver
I have-
to the dungeon?
I have 6 heads to feed. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of feeding.
So, does DoorDash deliver a dungeon? Yes.
All right.
We love our DoorDash
You
man.
love your DoorDash man?
There's only one that will willing to come, but he's great.
One day the DoorDash man will be a minion too. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
We're working on the conversion.
yeah, slowly.
Well, that's the end of our questions, but I had a fun time. Lolo.
Me too.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I
Thank you for
appreciate it.
having me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've been nervous about the whole talk show thing because I wanted to do it super relaxed, super chill. It's honestly more or less just a thing for me to spend more time with my friends in a one-on-one environment where it's like, hey, I've got 2 hours and I'm guaranteed to have you. And a lot of times I don't really get to know that much about you guys because we're all so busy working. So I wanted something where, you know, I could just spend time with my friends and they could talk about the things they love and I could be like, that's cool, yeah! And honestly, that kind of is how today felt. Minus our bath tangent. I think now I really need a bath.
Bye.
That's probably what
Oh
I'm gonna
my
do.
God.
Is take a bath. That's my plan.
Bye.
But guys, you guys got to see Lolo's model early, all right? This was a special occurrence. Lolo's debut is happening. You have to
Don't
go
tell
to
anyone.
it. Okay? And you can't
surprised.
tell anyone. You gotta act surprised, and you gotta support her on her debut. That was the
Yeah.
promise you made.
July 14th, 4 p.m. EST. I'm very nervous, but I have a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna go and we're gonna support the Lolo, but it's just about our 2 hours. We literally have 2 minutes left, so we are gonna start to wrap it up. I'm gonna give one more. Can we get one more shout out for Lolo, please, so everyone can hit that heart and follow, please, 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 please. Okay, so if you're only taking 1 bath a month, I'm concerned.
It's your monthly bath. No, that's great. They took their monthly bath.
But the problem is he's not showering in between those baths.
Yeah, he took a monthly bath. He's okay.
No, that's stinky. You need to take a weekly one with some showers in between.
A monthly bath is good. I take, sometimes you gotta take your monthly bath.
But Lolo, the stink. Lolo, how often do you bathe? Lolo?
I bathe in the blood of my enemies.
God damn it. Is this the Krusty Krab? Hi, Adora. Hi, Adora. What's up, BB? What are you talking about? You're going to the debut and you've never seen this before. I don't know. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Huh? Huh? She does look amazing. Lolo's top tier. And we all know Adora's gonna be in chat on July 14th, right? Right?
4 p.m. EST.
4 p.m. EST.
Twitch.tv/Lolotus.
Alright, let me see which Frando we're gonna hit up now that it's wrap-up time. Boink! Who is alive right now?
Not me. I'm dead.
No, you're... Well, I don't know about dead. I think you mean not streaming.
Undead?
Undead, maybe. Are you undead by classification?
Yes.
You're undead? That's cool. That's cool. I'll take it.
I technically died.
Alright, alright. Yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Alright, God, there's so many people live. Friday nights are insane. I've never streamed at this point. Like, to rate at this exact time. To realize just how many people are live. You know what? It looks like Marina's doing Final Fantasy. We want to hit Marina up? We feeling Marina? Alright guys, we're gonna go raid Marina. So it's been a hot minute since I've had a chance to raid Marina anyway. Raid message, this is my typical one. You guys can use that. You can put Angel Lolo raid. If you have Lolo emotes, throw them in there. Because we do love our Lolo emotes. I freaking love your emotes. You're such good emotes.
Thank you. I like mine. I also like the ones that I drew very quickly.
Yeah, the quick one. Honestly, there's so much emotion in your quick draw ones. I just love them.
I love them.
They're so good. Promise me you'll never fully get rid of them. That they'll always stay.
No. We'll get rid of some, but we'll it just means chat has to unlock more emote slots so we can keep them all. You know?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that totally works. It's so good! Alright, guys, thank you so much for joining me on my first day doing this. Thank you for hanging out with me and my lovely friend Lolo.
Thank you for having me.
Always and forever. Thank you for being willing.
July 14th.
Yeah. And we're gonna go raid Marina. Everyone ready? Let's go!